Hi everyone, my name is Rodney Smith. I'm here with BoardGameGeek at SPIEL 2019, and I've been joined by Ronnie from Lookout Games, and you brought Newdale, or Expedition to Newdale.
Yeah, first of all, thanks and very welcome to be here. So, Newdale, our new big release for the Essen Fair this year. It's the second big game on the fair from Alexander Pfister.
Yes.
And usually you do a big board game and afterwards you do a small card game.
Yeah.
Or dice game, whatever.
Right.
We did it just the other way around. Okay. So the initial card game was All My Goods.
Yes, a game I quite enjoyed. So I'd heard about this, and I didn't realize it was going to be like a much bigger game. I was expecting another little small box.
No, it's a big one. So this is the board game to All My Goods, and actually if you have the expansion of All My Goods, it tells you a story.
Right.
And this game, the board game, also tells you a story which continues the story from the card game.
Okay, interesting.
The story is split up into 8 chapters, but it's not like in a kind of legacy game where you destroy material or something. It's really, you can play chapter by chapter,
yes,
backwards, forwards, however you want.
And you can replay it again.
You can replay it, of course. So, how does the game work?
Yes.
So, the basic idea is like in All My Goods that you build up some buildings, create production chains, produce something, sell it, and buy new and build new buildings. So, first of all, before the game starts, each chapter is split into 7 rounds. So it's on like the card game where the game ends once the first player has built, I think, 8 buildings.
Right.
So here it's driven by cards, and the cards determine the end of the round. So each chapter has 7 cards, and at the beginning you draw 1 card, and this card indicates your certain story element, but also how many workers you have available in the restaurant, for sure. So afterwards, you decide, okay, what do I want to do? I want to produce something, I want to do certain actions, and this is the main difference compared to the card game.
Okay.
Because here you have a kind of worker placement mechanism. So you have at the beginning 2 workers, and you can either use them to produce one of your buildings.
Yes.
It works the same way.
Because these are attached to this location.
Yes. They're attached to the buildings, and they determine how much you will produce and also how many workers are required. So, for example, here the coal mine requires 2 yellow and a red one.
Right.
And you can decide, okay, I don't have that many red workers in the game or that many yellow workers. I don't take any risk, so I will produce only 2 resources. So I need 1 worker less.
Right.
The second option you have for your workers are here on the main action board. So you can say, okay, either I buy a new worker, or I trade my cards, I upgrade something, or I do an extra building action. It's also possible. Afterwards, we have here, this is the kind of push your luck element you know from the card game.
Which had in the original, yes.
So we draw 4 new workers, and now you finally know how many workers you have available this round to produce something, which is now taking place on the fourth part, which is you take your workers back. So basically you take them back, that means you produce something, or you can alternatively or in addition use your production chain, which works the same way. So that means you either discard cards from your hand, or you take resources from another building to upgrade it. Same principle.
Yes. So you're sort of taking some of the original principles but just kind of expanded it out,
Yes, exactly. So I would say it's like the card game, but it puts it just on another level. It gives you a bit more options. And of course the same here, you just take the workers back, you do the action, that's it. Then, stage number 5, either you draw 2 new cards or you build something. And now that's also a really main difference compared to the card game. Of course, to build something new, yes, of course you place a card, but in addition you place one of your real houses somewhere on the board. Always just a few steps away from the starting town, and this may give you 3 things. First of all, either an immediate bonus, or second, you get one of these tiles. Or third, it may give you a discount on the cards you've just played. So for example, if I would like to build the sawmill, which gives you a discount if you place a house on the city, which is right next to a lake. Yes. So if I build it here, for example, I will get a discount of 3. So it's cheaper for me. And then on the fifth, on the sixth stage, this is just actually an optional one, because you may have some buildings which give you an effect at the end of the round. And yeah, again, the game goes over 7 rounds. Afterwards, you count your victory points, which are mainly driven by your buildings.
Right, like these
yes,
here, right?
Yes. By your objective cards. So you have a secret objective, which are related to cities where you have buildings. You have certain cards giving you, I would call it military power. So the strongest player gets something, and yeah, it's 5.
How long do you think it takes to play an average game of this?
An average game, I would say around 90 minutes.
Yeah, and how many players?
It takes 1 to 4, so there's also a kind of Ultima or the solo variant, and then it takes maximum 4 players.
Okay, excellent.
But given that many players do their actions simultaneously, it's not taking that much time. So the card game was, I would say, around 60 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe?
that's about right. Yeah.
And yeah, I would say we are in the range of around 90 minutes.
Okay.
Good to go.
Well, excellent. Thank you very much for giving us an overview of this expansion of the universe that he's been working on. And all of you, thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me here.